Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the Genshin Impact video. And today I want to talk about the Golden Wolflord, the new boss added in 2.3. I want to give you guys a bit of a guide talking about all the mechanics, all the attacks, and just how the fight will play out most of the time when you fight this boss. I just want to start off by saying that this is definitely not one of my favorite fights in the game currently. The fight is definitely not ranged friendly, but it's also not melee friendly, so there's no real amazing character for this. All I will say is that you do need Geo characters, especially Ningguang will be a massive help. For the most part, the order of the attacks throughout this boss fight are always the same throughout all the fights, because I did test this on 3 different occasions. And the first mechanic is this weird dash that he does through you. It's kind of hard to tell how exactly it goes, but he essentially dashes through you once and then circles around from behind and dashes through you again, much like the cryo hypostasis and the pyro hypostasis dash. To avoid this one, simply dash to the left or right trying to avoid it, but in my experience it's not the easiest thing to avoid. You do also get about 7 seconds of attack time after this attack happens, as he does fall over, so use that to deal some damage. The attack that will follow directly after the dash is the tornado attack. This one looks fairly scary, but it's quite easy to avoid. You just want to run around the perimeter of the arena as he'll slowly chase you. It may look like he's gaining on you, but he's not, so definitely don't be too scared about it. And after the tornado ends, you'll have about 4 to 5 seconds to deal damage to him. It's a bit shorter than after the dash, but it is still time that you can use to deal damage to him. Now, assuming that you're able to get the boss down to about 70% HP by this point in the fight, he will go into his down phase where he'll put a shield on himself and summon 3 wolf heads at different points of the arena. This is where you're going to have to use a Geo character. You can use other elements, but Geo is just the strongest. You're going to have to use Geo attacks to destroy the wolf heads. 3 hits from Ningguang will work, or 3 hits from any Geo attack will work to destroy the wolf heads. At the same time, the wolf boss will actually do some random attacks in the middle of the arena, but you can just avoid those by going to the perimeter. And once you destroy the 3rd wolf head, the boss will be stunned and go into 25 seconds of downtime where you can deal as much damage as you can to him. And most of the time, this is where you'll actually kill the boss because it is a long downtime. But if you don't manage to kill him in this time window, he does have a few other mechanics that he may use after this. Now, some of the other attacks that you might encounter is this laser beam breath. He shoots it across the arena, and just to avoid it, you want to move away from it. It's quite simple, quite straightforward. Another attack is where he'll shoot 3 homing wolf heads at you, causing corrosion. To avoid these, you just want to dash as soon as you think they're about to hit you, just to iframe it. And the final attack you might encounter is this one where he'll rear up into the sky and then do a massive tail slash into a massive area in front of him. Not too hard to avoid, but I was definitely surprised by it because I was not expecting it. So whilst you guys watch my little kill video here of me just trying to kill the boss as fast as I can with a random team I put together, I want to talk about just my opinion on the boss and if I think he's good or bad. And my general census on this whole boss is just that he's kind of bad. Much like the Primo Geo Vishap and a handful of other bosses like Andreas, his hitbox for melee characters is kind of just atrocious. You can see here as I'm heavy attacking with Hu Tiao, dashing left and right instead of just at one point of the body. For ranged characters, I've heard from people that using Ganyu is quite difficult because, well, travel time of arrows and his speed and depth of in the air is kind of bad. As well as when you're using catalyst characters like Yanfei or Ningguang, you actually have to be pretty much inside the boss for your projectiles to actually lock on. So it's kind of pointless to use any kind of specific character, just use what your strongest is and that's what's going to be best. As well as the different variations in downtime per mechanic. For example, when you knock him down or when he knocks himself down during one of his abilities, he'll be down for 4 to 5 seconds, which is a reasonable amount of time. Whilst when you knock him down with his, while destroying the wolf heads around the map, he'll go down for pretty much 30 seconds, which is way more than enough time to actually kill him. Overall, I think he's just a bad boss fight and I definitely was expecting more, but overall pretty easy still. Just poor design in my opinion. And that's pretty much my whole take and whole guide on the Golden Wolflord boss. Generally speaking, he's pretty easy, no hard mechanics in my honest opinion, but just the culmination of the mechanics and the downtime with the corrosion effect makes him a bit of a nuisance more than a difficult boss. If you guys did enjoy the video, like it, and also consider subscribing to the channel because that would really mean a lot to me. As well, ring that bell to stay notified of when I upload next. Have an amazing day, stay hydrated, and good luck to the Arataki Ito mains who are going to farm this boss for the foreseeable future. See you in the next one, guys, and peace out.